hopefully Game 3 lives up to what we just saw in Game 2 as it's time for the Bantam 14U Premier Select NIHL All-Star Game. And wow, we were just treated to a whale of a hockey game in that 12U All-Star Game. A 7-6 3-overtime matchup that was won by the home team that featured 3 periods of 6-on-6 action with no goalie. It was a ton of fun. The fans loved it, and the white team, or the home team, came out on top. Good evening and welcome to game number 3. Actually, technically, this is game number 5 of the NIHL All-Star Games as the 16U and 18U are playing over on the South Rink. Good evening and welcome alongside my partner, Jarek Rubel. My name is Aaron Shellen, and we got one more for you here tonight. Let's take a quick look at let's take a look and talk about how these teams were put together before we take a look at the rosters. So the players were first nominated by their clubs, and the selection for the All-Star team was made by a committee made up of hockey directors from NIHL's Premier Select clubs and NIHL's executive board. So the best of the best of the best that NIHL has to offer is here tonight. Our 10U, 12U, and 14U teams will be coached by visiting coaches representing 4 of the 5 Illinois AAA clubs. This will afford those coaches the opportunities. Will be coached by visiting coaches representing 4 of the 5 Illinois AAA clubs. This will afford those coaches the opportunity to interact with NIHL's best of the best. At the same time, players will be able to showcase their skills to the coaches at the next higher level of play. The Chicago Mission, the Reapers, Team Illinois, and the Windy City Storm. The 16 and 18U teams will be led by staff from the junior clubs, the Chicago Cougars, the Crush, and the Peoria Mustangs, as well as ACHA clubs, Lewis University, Roosevelt University, and NIU. Let's take a look first at the home team, which we will be referring to as the Black Team here tonight. They're represented by 3 different clubs. We'll start with the representatives of the Bloomington Thunder. That'll be Dylan Derrickson, CJ Porter, Bryson Edwards, and Noah Gully. Representing Mammoth will be Fritz Clark, Kian Ryder, Garrett Haggerty, Gunnar Gallen, Alex Efthasiou, and I'm going to butcher that, so I apologize, and Evan Lau. And then representing the Irish will be Cooper Roos, Connor Cranenberg, Grady Harrell, Jacob Hicks, Jordan Stockey, Joseph Schubert, and Noah Schultz. On the other side for the home team, which will be referred to as White, the White team here for tonight's broadcast. They are represented, the home team Ice Dogs are represented by Kellen Hirschbold, Parker Jabik, Matt Schuth, and Noah Schkapp. Representing the Timberwolves will be Jackson Jasper, Johnny Manini, Hayden Rabe, Lucas Bailey, Ken Snow, Gabe Latowski, and Nate Laback. Representing Northbrook will be Jaden DeLeon, Brody Circus, Owen Weintraub, and Timothy Semko. And last but certainly not least, representing the Romeoville Huskies, Tressel Tomcho, William Steckel, and Andrew Rodriguez. We're going to do player announcements and the national anthems here in a few minutes. So as the players start to warm up, they're just now resetting the clock, so it might be a few minutes before we actually get started. But that is the plan of attack here, as they'll announce the teams, announce the players, and do the national anthem, and then we will do some hockey. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Thursday, January 12th, the Blackhawks will take on Nathan McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche. And then Saturday the 14th, they'll take on the newest entry into the National Hockey League, the Seattle Kraken. That is Saturday night, 7 p.m. on NBC Sports Chicago. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. The Blackhawks High School Rivalry Series has entered its final month with 4 huge games featuring Fenwick versus Latin, Maine versus Waubonsee, Chicago North versus Highland Park, and Stevenson versus St. Viator. To see games, dates, times, and details, visit blackhawks.com/HS Rivalry Series. So, Jarek, is your voice back after that 3-overtime thriller we just got through?
Honestly, Aaron, not to sound a little cocky here, but I've gone on some road trips, and as annoying as it might sound, you're jamming out in the car. You got like 13 hours to sing along. I think the voice has adapted after all those road trips. I think I could do some distance.
Yeah, that was quite the game. It was 5-5 at the end of regulation. The first overtime was a 3-minute overtime, 6-on-6, no goalies. There was no scoring. In the second overtime,
and before you carry on, how bizarre was it that we had 3 minutes of no goals with no goalie?
Right.
Crazy.
And then the second overtime was 2 minutes, 6 skaters per side, no goalie. Each team scored once. And then in that third overtime, 6 skaters to a side, 1 minute period, a goal scored by the home team, or the white team, if you will, and they emerged victorious 7-6. And in the first game of the day, it was that was an interesting game. The black team in the 10U Squirt division led 2-1 at the end of 2 periods, but a 6-goal outburst in the third period by the white team led them to a 7-2 victory. So over here on the North Rink, Team White's 2-0, looking for the clean sweep of the North Rink here. Unsure of what's going on over on the South Rink where the 16Us and 18Us are playing, but yeah, this has been a fun night of hockey. The 14Us are going to have 15-minute periods, and they're lining up on their respective end lines, and we will get some player announcements, and then we will get the national anthem, and then, as they say, we will do that hockey, right?
As we will.
Yes, we will. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. This is our second straight year here doing these NIHL All-Star Games on the NIHL TV network, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. My name's Aaron Schellen. My partner, Eric Willowite, over on the South Rink doing the 16 and 18U games solo. So he's up to it over there. I can see him through the glass, watching the action intently. Eric and I have been involved now with NIHL for a couple of years, and we did upwards of 75 games a year ago for NIHL between the seeding rounds, the regular season, the playoffs. Back at it for year number 2 here with Stream Sports Midwest, and we're having an absolute blast. And yeah, this game's starting a little bit late. Because, again, that first game ran about 20 minutes later than it was supposed to because of the overtimes, but it was well worth it. I mean, we weren't sure. I mean, 6-on-6, no goalies. I mean, that was a lot of fun. We saw 2 or 3 just remarkable saves by skaters out there, flashing their sticks and flashing their pads and trying to keep that puck out of the net.
No, it was fantastic stuff. I mean, like you said, we had no idea what to expect, and I thought that was the most fun I might have had calling NIHL hockey. To be honest,
it was a lot of fun.
The unorthodox stuff. It's the stuff you don't expect.
And we're going to get to the player announcements here. First player called out, Dylan Derrickson from the Thunder. I know some of you are asking us to provide the names as they're coming out. The problem is, much like you can't hear the PA announcement over the intercom and over the headphones, we can't hear it either. So I don't see the players until they turn around, unfortunately. It's Tressel, Tom Cho. I'll do my best here to read off the lineups of the home team. Tressel, Tom Cho for the Huskies. That's William Steckel next in line, followed by Andrew Rodriguez, the three members of the Romeoville Huskies representing this Bantam 14U team. Next, we have the Ice Dogs. That looks like Kellen Hurstbold, number 1. I think now we have Parker Javik. The host team, Vernon Hills Ice Dogs, followed by Matt Schuth. And lastly, Noah Schkapp, number 8. There we've got Jaden De Leon, number 17 for Northbrook. Next up will be number 18, Brody Circus. That's the goalkeeper, Owen Weintraub, number 35. And Timothy Semko will be the last one out there, number 49 in red, white, and blue. Lastly, for the Timberwolves, Jackson Jasper, I believe. Number 27, Johnny Manini. That would be the goalkeeper, Hayden Rabe. Lucas Bailey, number 53, out there next. Ken Snow, a forward, number 56. Couple of names left. Next should be Gabe Latowski. And the final name for the home team is Nate Laubach, number 94. So, again, that is your home team roster. Your away team roster, Dylan Derrickson, CJ Porter, Bryson Edwards, and Noah Gully of Bloomington. We're going to do the national anthem, then I'll come back and I'll read the rest of the away team roster. There was the national anthem. So I'll read the away rosters one more time since I was able to give the home team a little bit of love on the player announcements. For the Bloomington Thunder, Dylan Derrickson, CJ Porter, Tommy Peter, Bryson Edwards, and Noah Gully. Representing the Mammoth, which is a combination of the Skokie Flyers and the Evanston Wildcats team put together this year. Fritz Clark, Kian Reiter, Garrett Haggerty, Gunnar Gallen, Alex Efthasiou, and Evan Lau. And representing the Irish, and the Irish fans are here in full force. They travel well. Cooper Roos, Connor Cranenberg, Grady Harold, Jacob Hicks, Jordan Stockey, Joseph Schubert, and Noah Schultz. And one thing we're going to look for here in this one, Jarek, that we haven't seen in the 10U or the 12U, maybe a little bit of physical play here in this 14U, is this is the first level where you are allowed that physical contact. You are allowed the body check. So we will see a little bit more physical action here at the 14U than we saw at the 10 and the 12. It's still controlled. It's still limited, but we will see a little bit more physicality, if you will, here in this final game of the night.
Bring it on.
That's right. All right, so getting the nod for the away team down to our left will be Noah Schultz, the goaltender for the Irish. And to our right, if it's the man or the man cleaning up the pucks in the net, can't really tell. It looks like Owen Weintraub, I believe, down there in the red, white, and blue.
It's like Noah Schultz. Oh, no, that's the
to our
other
right.
team.
It's the other 35.
I think it's 35.
Couple of 35s getting the nods here.
My numbers are cut off.
Owen Weintraub for the home team, and Noah Schultz for the quote-unquote away team. Again, for the purpose of the broadcast and the purpose of it making sense, it's going to be black and white. And look at this, the Irish coming out there, 5 skaters and a goalie. It looks like we're playing an Irish 14U game here, as all 5 skaters to start this game for the away team will be part of the Irish, the South Bend Irish. And we are about ready to go. Draw will be taken by Jaden De Leon for Northbrook, and Connor Cranenberg will get the draw assignment for the black team. Cranenberg wins it, and the black team has the puck in their own zone. Put out to center ice, knocked in by the white team. Cranenberg dumps it down in, hops over De Leon's stick and all the way down into his defensive zone. Backhands it around. Oh, puck off the skate of the goaltender down there, Owen Weintraub. On it now is Hicks, able to get the puck out, and that catches a body. That caught Cranenberg as that shot whistled back in offside. So we'll have a quick face-off here in the neutral zone on the far side of the ice.
All right, so you got a trio of Mammoths and then a pair of Northbrook skaters there on the back end?
That's exactly what you got, yep. Draws one forward by the white team. That was Gabe Latowski. Puck in the near corner now. Up to the near half boards, kept in at the point, whiffed on there, but kept in by the white team. At the near half boards now, centering feed, only dark jerseys there though. Up and out of the zone, onto the stick of Noah Schkapp. That's Snow now. Walks across the red line, takes a bump, loses the puck. Cleared in by number 62, Gunnar Gallen. Around the near side, kept in at that point. Tommy Peter for the Thunder. Dylan Derrickson. Again, we saw this in the last game too, where you have teammates kind of pairing up on that back line. It feels natural. They know the communication is there. And there's not a ton of strategy in these all-star games, but if you can have 2 players comfortable with each other on the back line, that's going to help. One of those players, Dylan Derrickson, drop pass there for CJ Porter.
Good job there by Porter to stay on his skates there. It looked like he was going to fall backwards, but got the puck back to the point.
Down deep. Battle in that near corner, skated out by the white team. They do finally work it out as Matt Schuth gets it out into center ice. Off a skate, taken away by the black team. That's Gully. Gully with the backwards pass. Walking forward with it is Clark. Clark to Edwards, Bryson Edwards. Cross centering feed, high slot area, tipped away, and the white team walks out with it 2-on-1. That's Rodriguez, that's Tomcho. Tomcho centering feed, looking for Semko just underneath Semko's stick. And taken away now by Cranenberg. A couple of 20s out there. Cranenberg for the Irish and 20 for the Mammoth. Out to center ice. Over skates it, does Cranenberg. Just backhands it into his own zone. Resets, taken away down there, though, by Manini. Manini down low. Has it behind the net. Johnny Manini. Centering feed. One-timer by Jackson Jasper. Another centering feed back to the point. Jabik has it. D to D over to Lucas Bailey. Bailey has it. Bailey back up top to Jasper. Jasper walks the blue line. Back to Bailey. They play catch. Bailey puts the shot in. Save made by Schultz. And that's Garrett Haggerty able to get it out to center ice. Jabik turns it right back around, though, and Manini comes the other way. He loses it. Haggerty tries to walk around Manini. He can't. Manini steals it away from him. In the corner now, Manini tries to center it. Nobody home, and it's cleared out to center ice by the black team. De Leon now right in front of us. Just dumps it forward up to the blue line. Stays in the neutral zone, though. Pass up ahead looking for Gunnar Gallen. Eludes him. No icing. Gallen has it along the near boards in the corner. Kept in at the point by Hicks in on Weintraub, and Owen will cover up for the whistle.
So first shot on goal of the game here for the black team.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit more feeling out, it feels like, in this one than we did in the other two. The other two games had a lot of offense sort of right out of the chute.
Yeah.
This one, not so much more. Again, and I think a lot of that has to do with because you have that more of that physical nature. You're allowed to check. You're allowed to knock people off the puck. So the offensive chances aren't quite as easy because there's just some physical play. Taken away here by CJ Porter. Pass deflects out into the neutral zone. Thunder with 5 skaters out there now, represented with the green and black. Snow for the white team. Back to the point. That's Laubach. Laubach centers it, sitting high in the high slot area. Schultz moves right to left, doesn't have to make the save, and it's banged out of the zone by Bryson Edwards. Battling for it, Noah Gully with a body check there. Onto the stick now of Scap. Scap walks out with it. Self-pass off the boards, gets away from him. Connor Cranenberg taps it back into his own zone where Fritz Clark will play it around the near side. In that near corner, through the slot, and it hits up off the dasher and bounces out to center ice. Irish out to center ice with it. That's Grady Harrell, overskates it, and it's just cleared in by the black team. Down low with it. It's Noah Scap again. I've called his name a handful of times already. Pass up ahead to De Leon. De Leon looking for Tressel. Tomcho gets underneath him. Tomcho's in a race for it with Fritz Clark. Tomcho gets there first. He and Clark battle for it. Clark knocks him down. Backhanded pass up around the near board, scaled around the other side by Connor Cranenberg. There's Clark on it again. Over to Cranenberg. The younger Cranenberg had one of those overtime goals in that in the 12U matchup.
Yep, I was actually going to bring that up here later this period.
He had, I think, one of the goals in the second overtime, I believe.
Yeah. Got the score sheet over there.
I got the score sheet right over here. That's
yeah.
right, yeah. They got some talent in that Cranenberg family. Puck cleared out to center ice onto the stick of Jackson Jasper for the white team. Cross ice to Jabik. Jabik walks across the blue line. Tries to put it towards the net, puts it wide. Jacob Hicks, member of the South Bend Irish, pick up the puck. Out to center ice now. Jabik again, down here in front of us, just bangs it off the boards, but it's taken away. Here comes Gallen. Gallen 1-on-4, not able to do anything with it. Gets it back, though, in the near corner. Doing great work down there, battling a couple of opposition defensive players to maintain possession of that puck. And the white team will come out with it. That's Andrew Rodriguez for the Romeoville Huskies. Has it taken away from him. Tapped forward now. Lucas Bailey. Back to Cooper Ruse. Ruse gets it back. 7:54 left to go in the first period. Walking in. Shot in. Glove save off the stick of William Steckel. That one was going to go wide, but Schultz hangs on to it anyway.
Yeah, good skating over there. He cut on in and take that shot. I see what he was trying to do. He was trying to skate right or skate left and shoot right there. But as you said, it was going to go wide, but gloved anyway.
Yep. And if you're a goalie, that's kind of what you're taught to do, right? If you can stop the puck, stop the puck.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what he did. He got a whistle. His team wins the draw, and they're not able to get it out of the zone as of yet. On it is Steckel again. Steckel walks in, shot. I think that caught the outside of the net or the outside of the post. Black team looking to dig it out. They do. Walking through with it is Bryson Edwards, but he loses it. Gets back to Tommy Peter. Again, 5 Thunder players out there. Pass up ahead just eludes Edwards as it catches an edge, rolls into the corner. And there's Steckel again. Kicked forward by the white team and into the neutral zone. Tommy Peter dumps it right back in. Steckel just slings it cross ice onto the stick of the black team. Pass ahead looking for Edwards, eludes him. No icing. Noah Schaap down low battling with Edwards in that near corner. We have a whistle and a slash. Wow. I didn't see that. We've only had 3 penalties called in the first 2 games, and all 3 of them were fairly blatant.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
maybe not necessarily intentionally blatant, but blatant penalties. I didn't see that. That slash there. But at any rate, the white team's going to have a skater advantage for the next 2 minutes as Bryson Edwards is in the box for the hack.
See if we could break the ice here with the game's first goal. And again, as we mentioned, we got quite a few Timberwolves skaters out here together. But in other games, this power play doesn't have too much time, working together, obviously. So it's all just kind of makeshift.
Yeah, and I think, again, you take advantage of the players you have. And in this team, in this game, you only have each team represented by 4 different teams. So you're going to have a lot of those combinations of 3 and 4 skaters from the same team out there at any given time. And when's a better time to do it than when you're on the man advantage and you've got 4 or 5 skaters out there who have been working together at this for the last 4 months.
Exactly. Be interesting too if the black team gets a power play, if these Notre Dame guys go out there
if
together.
they roll with 5 Irish skaters. Snow gains the line. Cross ice pass. Shuffled down low. Centering feed looking for Latowski. It's tipped away nicely by Noah Schultz.
Good stick there by the netminder.
And Jordan Stocky gains the red line smartly and rifles it in. White team has 1:02 left on the man advantage. That's some good stick work there by the black team. Back to the point. Hicks clears it down in deep. The black team just looks to sit on the puck in the offensive zone. They have the puck below the red line, flipped up behind the red line, and it ends up in the body of Owen Weintraub. Faceoff will come to Weintraub's left, so 45 seconds left. 7-2 shots on goal favor advantage for the white team. 5:22 left to go here in the first. Draws one by the black team. Walks in. Blocker save made by Weintraub off the stick of Gunnar Gallen. Stolen away here. Gallen again tipped and just wide of the far post. Gallen has it behind the net. They try the tuck in at the post. Comes out here onto the near half boards. Gunnar Gallen doing a really great job on this shorthanded opportunity.
Yeah, almost had a wraparound try and then a tip-in try. I mean, multiple opportunities there for Gallen shorthanded. Good shift for him.
Cross ice pass, D to D. That's Haggerty. Back behind the net. Jacob Hicks eludes him. Hicks one-hands it forward, gets it back. Tipped away from him. Out with it comes Semko. Semko tries to walk in. He can't. Banged up off the boards and a 2-on-1 here for the black team. Pass cross ice, shot in, score! C.J. Porter on the 2-on-1, and the black team takes a 1-0 lead. Trying to get a license plate on who made that pass. That was Noah Gully, who fed it across to C.J. Porter there in the first period to give the black team a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it was a good job there. I mean, the goaltender for the black team, or the white team, I should say.
Weintraub. Owen Weintraub, yeah.
Weintraub, yeah. He just got a stick on it there, but, I mean, it just rode on up and found the back of the net. He was in the right position. It was just unfortunate the spot it hit him.
And it was a nice pass by Noah Gully, tape to tape, and C.J. Porter didn't miss. Black team takes the lead. Gully throws that one on net, sticked away this time by Weintraub. The white team are 2-0 here on the North Rink. Here's an opportunity for Lucas Bailey, one-on-one. Bailey, little aerial pass, tipped wide by De Leon on the backhand as the white team look to come right back, and we're going to have a penalty called here on the black team for a rough. So the white team's going to go right back on the power play.
Yeah, well, there you go. Now that we get a little bit more physicality, we get a roughing call here in the first period.
Yeah, that's going to be Noah Gully going. So the man who just picked up the assist on the goal now goes to the sin bin for the rough. So he'll be in the penalty box for the next 2 minutes unless the white team gets a goal. De Leon will take the draw for the white team. He loses it to Connor Cranenberg of the South Bend Irish. Fritz Clark has it up ahead now. There's Cranenberg with it. Cranenberg looking for Grady Harrell, not able to get it to him. Cranenberg gets it back and just smartly dumps it into the corner. Harrell behind the net. Little 1-on-2 action. Tipped forward. White team trying to break out with it. That's Manini. Manini and harassing Cranenberg. Cranenberg skates through two white jerseys. Can't get through the third, though. And the puck is in the offensive zone for the white team. De Leon down low to Manini. Manini walks in. Shot hits a body. That hit Fritz Clark out in front. Clark spins away. Has some time behind his own net. Stops. Comes back the other direction. Goes D to D. Slung around. Cranenberg has it. Not able to get it out. Nice pinch at that far point by a Northbrook skater. That's Brody Circus. Circus with the centering feed. And that one did clear the zone. The game's opened up here a little bit since that goal was scored. 55 seconds left on the power play for the white team. 1-0, the black team with the lead. CJ Porter from Noah Gully. Smartly executed 2-on-1. Puck is in the neutral zone. That's Jacob Hicks. Plays it around the far side. That's Jacob Hicks with the puck. Bangs it up off the glass. Not able to get it out. White team keeps it in for the moment. On it there. I believe that's Gallen. Cleared up the near side. Kept in by Schkapp. And Haggerty Haggerty was trying to release there and get a breakaway, but he breaks in here 1-on-3 and just flips it in deep. Down to 10 seconds left on the power play. Schkapp walks out into center ice. Long strides out of number 8. Takes it wide. He's banged into the boards by CJ Porter. Porter takes him off the puck. Behind the net. Another collision down there. This time, Nate Laubach gives more than he gets. And Noah Gully is on it. Hicks now for the black team. Nate Laubach tries to get it back to the point. It's taken away, and here comes Bryson Edwards. Edwards tries to go around Schuth. He can't. Gets another opportunity, though, behind the net. Puck pinballs around, and the official lost it, even though the puck was bouncing around in the crease area. Linesman lost it, so we're down to 1:18 left to go here in the first period. 1-0, black team with the lead.
The second half of this period's been controlled here more so by the black team, and they got evened up the shots here, 7-6. I mean, it was 7-2 last time we mentioned the shot counter, so hasn't been a shot here in a minute for the white team.
Yep, and again, we have 5 Bloomington Thunder players out there. This is Noah Gully, tries to walk around one of the white skaters, and he can't. CJ Porter now up ahead to Derrickson. Derrickson has it knocked away from him by Andrew Rodriguez. Rodriguez plays it back. Puts it up to Semko. Semko into center ice. On to Rodriguez, and I'm surprised that wasn't whistled, and we have a whistle, and I'm not sure what the call is now because the puck was on Rodriguez's stick when they blew the whistle.
It's like a trip.
They're calling a trip, but the white team had possession of the puck when they blew the whistle, with Rodriguez right in the high slot area. But at any rate, this is now going to be power play number 3 for the white team.
It's only the first period, too.
Mm-hmm. We had 3 power plays called in the first 2 games. We've had 3 in the first 15 minutes here. We have 4 Timberwolves out there on this man advantage. Shot in, rebound. That one's kicked out. Shot, score. It does finally get through. So shot from the point by Nate Laubach. And I think the goal is going to go to Gabe Latowski on the power play. So that all started with a hard shot from those far half boards by Laubach. It found its way onto the stick of Latowski, and we are tied on the power play here in the waning moments. 37.1 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, Latowski able to poke home that third chance opportunity. I mean, if you're Noah Schultz, we get another chance here right off the draw.
Don't even get time to update the scorebook.
Right,
on, guys, let me do that first.
I mean, Noah Schultz made 2 great saves right and tight. And then unfortunately, that third try was just right out of his reach. I mean, he did everything he could.
So they're finally able to take advantage of the man advantages. They had 3 power plays in that first period. They score on the third. We're down to the final 10 seconds here in the first. Pass over to the far side. And good defense down there by Jackson Jasper, and that will do it for the first period. So an early first period goal by C.J. Porter would give the black team a 1-0 lead, and a late first period goal by Gabe Latowski would even this game at 1.
Yeah, it was an exciting first period, as we saw. I mean, it was kind of end-to-end action. I mean, the first half was more towards our left, the second half more towards our right, but then we saw in the latter half, in the final minute of that period, that the white team was able to get the equalizer there.
The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 53rd season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob After, the NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. All NIHL teams are playing their regular season games. Each team is working to collect the points that will help them earn a place in the league's end of the season tournament. Keep your eye on the nihil.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. So 2 new goalies out there, I believe. No, I think we're sticking with the same goalie down here to our right. That is number 35, Noah Schultz.
It looks like it might be Joseph Schubert going for the Irish, 33.
Oh, yeah, they have 2 goalies out there, 33 and 35. They're going to completely confuse me. And then down to our left, it's Kellen Herspold for the host Ice Dogs out there for period number 2. DeLeon, legs taken out from under him. The puck squirts in on Schubert, who covers up and makes the save. So if you're a goalie, I think you want that early touch, right? You don't want to be out there for 8-9 minutes without getting a look.
I was just going to mention that you're 15 seconds into the period. It wasn't much of a save, but you're still able to touch some rubber and get the feel for it.
Yep, feel the puck early. Puck is thrown out to center ice here. Punched forward by Bryson Edwards. Edwards gets it back, has it sticked away, and the white team will come out with it. Lucas Bailey across the blue line, leaves it for DeLeon. DeLeon walks through, back to Bailey, shot, save made by Schubert. So there, he felt some more rubber, and that one was a tad more difficult, right? But nice save nonetheless.
Smooth zone entry there for the white team there, as DeLeon was able to feed the skater there on the right. I'm sorry, I don't got numbers on my roster. They're cut off, but I know he was 53 for the Timberwolves.
That was Lucas Bailey.
There you go. Thanks for helping your buddy.
You're welcome. Out. Yeah, Lucas Bailey. That was, you're right. He got across the blue line and just stopped and waited for DeLeon to catch up and just left him the puck, and it led to a good opportunity. This is Connor Cranenberg. Loses it to Semko. Timothy Semko battling for it. Jordan Stocky pass behind Harrell. Harrell and Schuth bang into each other. Cranenberg now at the near half boards. Puck is dumped in deep by the black team. Grady Harrell now down deep. Behind the net, Matt Schuth for the Ice Dogs. Kicked forward. There's Schuth again, throws it around, looking for Andrew Rodriguez. Hicks is the first one there, though, and they're able to keep it in. Banged out to the neutral zone. Hicks again. Wrapped back towards the offensive zone. Hicks and Schuth play catch. Hicks walks across the blue line with it. He's down low. Little centering feed onto the stick of Tressel Tomcho. Tomcho loses it. Stocky again in that near corner. 2 white jerseys, 2 black jerseys down there, and the white jerseys come out with it. Rodriguez tape to Semko. Semko across the blue line. Knocked away. Up now into the skates of Harrell, but Harrell regains control. The long shot, well wide. Schuth knocked away from him. Haggerty whiffs on the initial pass, gets it back to the point where it's cleared in deep by Tommy Peter. Haggerty gets it back, top of the far face-off circle. Shot in, deflects wide, goes through the crease, comes out the other side. Here's an opportunity for the dark team. Back to Haggerty. Haggerty with the shot. Score! Wow! That shot had eyes. Garrett Haggerty, the bullet from the top of the near faceoff dot, and the black team is up 2-1.
An absolute rocket, as you said there, from Haggerty. And what a rocket it was. Went up to that top right corner. It feels like no matter the age group we've covered here today, everybody seems to be shooting a high glove on these goalies. And there's another one there, as this game is now 2-1.
And he did not miss. He got all of that shot, and you know it's hard to aim that slap shot, right? Like, you know about where you want to put it, but you couldn't have thrown that puck into the net any better than Garrett Haggerty hammered that puck into that corner. Haggerty with the puck again, scales it down into the corner. Flipped out to center ice. Haggerty on it. This hits the backhand pass. Second attempt forward to Gallen. Snow. Not the Snow on the ice, the Snow in the white jersey. Ken Snow, the forward for the Timberwolves, had the puck, and it's flipped up into the black team bench.
It's just fitting he had to play the sport of hockey, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah. You got a name of Snow, or your last name is Blade, or something like that, hockey's the only sport for you, I believe. So 11:29 left to go here in the middle period in what is game 5 of our NIHL, quintuple header, I guess, here on the NIHL TV network, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. The 18U game going on behind us on the south rink. My partner Eric Willowhite has the call over there. The puck comes ahead up to Lucas Bailey. Bailey walks in, shot, and the save is made by Joseph Schubert. So we've called Lucas Bailey's name quite a bit here, and he's had a couple of good opportunities in this second period.
That was a high, hard shot there. We talked about easing Joseph Schubert into the game. I feel like each shot he's faced has progressively gotten tougher. He stood up to the test each time.
I guess if you're a goalie, that's the way you want it, though, right? You don't want the hard shot first. Give me the easy one first. Kept in at the point by the white team. Over to Circus. Downloaded De Leon. De Leon over to Bailey. Bailey loses it. And the black team flips it up around the boards. It gets underneath Circus. Comes out to center ice where Steckel will have to play it. Steckel loses it to Porter. Porter tries to walk in and get the shot. And there'll be a penalty called here on William Steckel. So CJ Porter, who scored that goal in the first period, draws a penalty here in the third. Or in the second, rather. We've done so much hockey.
I was going to say, after 3 overtimes, it feels like we're in the third period.
I forget what period we're in. I think this is technically, period 12, 11 for us today? Something like that?
Yeah, 11. 11. We're only approaching not even the halfway point yet.
It's all right. I love hockey.
Oh, don't die. I'm probably going to go home and watch some more.
Yeah, right. I'm saying if I was at home, I'd be watching hockey anyway. So
yeah, Bruins are out west, right? They got night games.
They just flew home last night. So yeah. Anyway, the black team on the man advantage here. That's Dylan Derrickson down low, gets it over to Porter in Gretzky's office. Back to the point to Hicks. Hicks back to Derrickson on the bumper. Derrickson walks out with it. Pass over to the far side. Tipped back, kept in at the point for the moment, and it's knocked away here by the white team. That's Noah Schkapp. Dumps it in deep with 1:23 left to go. Pass comes through center ice. Cleared in by Gully, but nobody there but white jerseys. Noah Schkapp will take it, and he'll just stand there and hold it. Slings it up off the boards. It goes up on edge. Won't be icing again because of the unclean ice. The shot in by Rodriguez, the save made by Schubert. So that one was a little bit easier for Joseph Schubert.
Yeah, you talk about the unclean ice. In these 10U, 12U, and 14U games, they're not cleaning the ice at all, in between intermissions or during the halfway point. But in the 16U and 18U games, they are doing that. So a bit of a difference here between the age groups in terms of, the ice surface.
Yeah, those 16 and 18Us, they're chewing up the ice a little bit more, though, so it makes sense. Parker Jabik down low. 45 seconds left on the power play. Tries to get it out. He can't. Harrell keeps it in at the point. Far side, back to the far point now. Far half boards, and it just squirts off a stick, and out to center ice comes the white team. Walking through, that's Jackson Jasper. Jasper in. Shot goes wide of the far post.
Yeah, brilliant effort. Able to split the D there. Just missed to the blocker side.
Harrell kicks it over to the far side where Connor Cranenberg plays it back to Kian Reiter. Reiter has it. Back to Cranenberg. Cranenberg over to Tommy Peter. Peter will get that puck out to center ice, and that will just about do it on the power play. Cranenberg stops at the blue line. Cross ice to Peter. Peter just dumps it in deep. Jordan Stocky centering feed. It hops up in the air, and the save is made by Hirschbold.
Yeah, went right off the helmet there of Casper on defense there for the Timberwolves. Just centering it 10 bounced right off his ear almost on the left side of his helmet. And good stop there.
Faceoff will come to the right of number 1 for the Vernon Hills Ice Dogs, Kellen Hirschbold. Came in here to start period number 2. Over to get the puck is Lucas Bailey. Plays it back into his own zone. Stolen there. On the stick now of Gallen. Gallen has it top of the far face-off dot. Down low to Haggerty. Haggerty now, as they try to cycle, and the white team will take the puck away. Here comes Bailey again. Lucas Bailey cross ice to Manini, and Manini just misses the net.
Yeah, looked like he couldn't hold the feed there. Good centering attempt there as Bailey was just shot out of a cannon up that far board.
Yeah, Lucas Bailey's been impressive here through a period and a half for this team in white. White team has it back to the point. De Leon over to Bailey. Bailey the one-timer, the rocket. Catches Schubert. Schubert's able to make the save and knock it into the corner.
Yeah, this kid's got it going on right now, doesn't he? Really impressive.
Yeah. Manini now not able to get the shot off in the slot, and the black team able to just clear it out to center ice. William Steckel over to De Leon. De Leon looking for Bailey. Bailey tips it ahead to Manini. Manini back to Bailey. Bailey cross ice pass. Over to Circus. I thought maybe one too many passes there as Bailey tried to hit Circus. They ended up getting a good opportunity, but Bailey was all alone in the slot and elected to pass it.
Yeah, we know hockey players love to not be selfish, but I think that was an opportunity there where he's been feeling it through these last 2-3 minutes where he should have just let that one rip.
Let it go. Haggerty tries to walk it out of the defensive zone. He can't. Then he just turns around and fires it down the length of the ice. No icing called. Brody Circus down there misplays it. The puck is swept through the blue paint. And Andrew Rodriguez up off the boards. Kept in by the black team, and it's covered up by Hirschbold, and there's the whistle.
So Hirschbold here been pretty good for the white team since joining the game at the start of the second period. He has another faceoff coming up here to his right. Hasn't been tested as much as Schubert has down to our right, but he's been good when he's needed to be.
Yeah. Schubert has been tested a handful of times here in the second period. Hirschbold only had to make a couple of saves here in the second. His team trails 2-1. Over to the far side, Noah Schkapp looking for Semko, but the pass misses him, and that will be icing. 5 minutes, 58 seconds left to go here in the middle period. 2-1 the score. Team Black leading Team White.
Well, Aaron, the two games you've done so far seem to be following a somewhat identical score.
Similar pattern. Yeah, it was 2-1 at the end of the second period in that 10U game. And then Team White scored 6 goals in that third period to win that game 7-2. Your game was a little more evenly matched from start to finish, a 7-6-3 overtime thriller. Black team backhand in towards the goal. I believe that was Bryson Edwards, number 24. Back to the point to Hicks. Hicks fires the shot in, and there's a tough save made by Kellen Hurstbold through some traffic.
Exactly, through some traffic is right. Hurstbold had to see that through about a maze of 3 bodies, and he saw it the whole way. I was watching him as he made that save. He didn't lose contact with it at all, as he saw that all the way into his glove.
Connor Cranenberg on the draw for the Black team. It's won by the Black team. Gets it back. Excuse me, that was Jordan Stocky. Put the backhand in. That was going to go over the net, but still caught and held on to for a whistle by Hurstbold. Draws one by the Black team again. Back to Hicks. Hicks just throws it down in deep. Stocky, it bounces over his stick. And that gives Schkapp a chance to play it. Schkapp again kicks it over to Schuth. Schuth up ahead to Semko, who's not able to play it out. Stocky down there with Harrell battling for it, and it's taken away by the White team. Andrew Rodriguez having a tough time with it down low. Kept in at the point by Hicks. Near half boards. Dumped in deep by Cranenberg. Behind the net, Harrell. Back to the point. Dylan Derrickson kept in again by the Black team.
Good defensive stick there to knock that one down.
Yeah, Tressel Tomcho with the good stick work. Up ahead to Cranenberg, who backhands it in as his team goes for a change. Rodriguez with the nutmeg on Hicks, goes around a couple of skaters. Rodriguez into some open space, showing some fancy footwork. Back to the point, shot from the point. The bomb off the stick of Parker Jabik is held onto by Joseph Schubert.
Yeah, Schubert shut them wickets just in time. That puck didn't really get up off the ice. It was the iron 5-hole. And Schubert able to close up the pads there in the butterfly position and make another stop here in this period.
Yeah, that play was made by Andrew Rodriguez, though. Some fancy stick work right at the blue line around a couple of black jerseys to create that chance. Player falls down. Walking in is Gallen. Gallen has it knocked away. Fortunate that there was another white jersey there. We got a whistle, and I think we have an injured player down here to our left. And we'll see who it was. But whoever it was, he bounced right back up. That was Gallen. That was number 62, Gunnar Gallen. Went into the boards hard. He's kind of holding the back of his head here, but skating off the ice under his own weight, his own energy, his own strength. So that's always good to see that he didn't stay down very long.
He's hockey tough.
Hockey tough, that's right.
I'm sure he won't miss a shift.
Draw to be taken here by Garrett Haggerty of the Mammoth. Scrum right at the dot. It's won by the Black team. There is a penalty called here on Parker Jabik, so the Black team will be a skater up here for the next two. Kian Ryder throws it down in deep. There's Haggerty with it. Haggerty walks in, shot blockered out nicely by Hurstbold. Back to the point, almost deflected in. Finds its way into the near corner. Walking out with it is Edwards. Edwards shot in again, this time kicked out by Hurstbold.
The goaltender has to be your best penalty killer, and 2 sharp saves there by Hurstbold on that PK attempt.
Both off the stick of Kian Ryder. Puck played forward by Steckel, but Peter throws it back into Steckel. Steckel tries the other side, and there's Ryder again. Ryder hands it down. Black team whiffs on the pass, and an opportunity here walking in, sticked away by Schubert. That took some courage there, as he had two white jerseys bearing down on him. A 2-on-1 the other way now. Bryson Edwards. Edwards walks in, shot, kick, save, rebound, another save by Hirschbold. Back-to-back saves by Kellen Hirschbold, keeping this a 2-1 game.
He's been fantastic here in the last minute and a half or so of hockey.
Yep, on the stick now of Manini. Manini shot over to Bailey, who buries. Oh no, did he make the save?
I think that went off the inside of the post and carried right back in front.
I went off of Lucas Bailey's reaction. He put his arms up, but no reaction beyond that, as Manini got it over to Bailey, and I thought Bailey beat Schubert that time, but it stayed out of the net.
It's only a matter of time before Bailey gets one.
Yeah, you would have to think so. He's got the puck on his stick right here. Backhanded out to center ice. Black team will take control with 10 seconds left on the power play. Roos played forward onto the stick of Stocky, who shoots and buries it. Jordan Stocky, with 1 second left on the power play, gives his team a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, just a beautiful wrist shot there from about 35, 40 feet out. Able to beat Hirschbold here, who had been so good already on this penalty kill. And now it's a 3-1 hockey game. They're able to find a way here and beat the hot goaltender, because he really did make some sharp saves.
Oh, yeah, especially on that last rush by the Black team. He made a pad save with his right pad, a pad save with his left pad to keep it 2-1. But this time he was beat by Stocky, and it's 3-1 Black team. Knocked forward onto the stick of Bailey. Here comes Bailey and Manini again. Flip to Manini, passes behind him. You can tell this combination's comfortable playing together. They've created a number of opportunities here, and you're right, you have to think it's only a matter of time before they get one.
Yeah, it's been silky watching them play, as well as what De Leon's out there with him, as he's on the ice now on the near side. And look at that unit out there together. There's the trio as we speak.
De Leon, the third member of that line out there with Bailey and Manini. Manini pinned up against the boards by Fritz Clark. Black team has it behind the net. Back to the point. Over to Schkapp. Schkapp walks in. It skips into the near corner. Black team will walk out with it. Cranenberg now. Cranenberg flips it down in deep. Around the near side, kept in at the point. Down low, skips over the stick of Bryson Edwards. Dylan Derrickson has it now down low for the Black team. Defenseman pinching down deep. Stops at the near half boards, gets double teamed down there, kept in by Hicks. Derrickson and Hicks working to keep the puck in for Team Black. Derrickson doing yeoman's work on that forecheck, keeping that puck in out of his D spot. Probably skated about 1.5 miles on this shift. Kept in at the point, though, by Edwards. Edwards shot in, and Hirschbold makes the save.
Good save there by Hirschbold. Again, he's been so good in this period, as has Schaubert down there on the other side. I mean, both of these goaltenders, for the 14U level, I think they've been fantastic.
Yeah, we see just a ton of good goaltending at every level that we do for NIHL, whether it's 10U or whether it's 18U. Just more of the same here this evening.
That's why they're nominated as All-Stars, right?
That's right. Down to the final 12 seconds here in the second period. 3-1 Black team. Back to Hicks at the point. Hicks takes the shot on a puck that was up on edge. 3 seconds behind the net is CJ Porter, and that will do it for the second period. And we'll go to the third with the Team Black leading Team White by the score of 3-1.
Yeah, good, energetic second period. Again, we talked about the good goaltending for both teams. We saw a lot of good stops by Hirschbold and Schaubert, as I mentioned just a moment ago. And now we head into period number 3. We'll get some fresh goaltenders out there for each team, as it appears Lau's warming up for the team in black. And we'll see who they toss out there for the white team, as it appears it'll be a member of the Timberwolves getting the nod.
NIHL's Best Flow is back. This is a fun celebration of the best hockey hair in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this promotion from players and fans. The public can vote on weekdays using the NIHL Facebook and Twitter page. One player represents their team in the contest. In the end, there will be a youth and a coach winner. They will win prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey and the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Be sure to make your voice heard as we will see who will be named NIHL's Best Flow. So down to our left for the away team, that's a Mammoth goalie, so that is going to be Evan Lau, it looks like, number 66. And to our right, that's going to be Hayden Rabe, I believe. We are ready for third period action. Haggerty now walks right across the blue line, shot in, and at the flex hit the body. Out to center ice, Ryder gets it across to Derrickson. Team White plays it out to center ice. Haggerty has it now along the near half boards. Tries to stick handle, loses it to Semko. Timothy Semko walks out a ton of speed. Number 49 can't get through the Mammoth defense there, and Team Black able to work it out to center ice. Tomcho and Rodriguez. A pair of Huskies working together to get the puck into the offensive zone. Rodriguez using that speed. Takes it down deep, has it behind the net. Back to Semko. Semko has it on his backhand. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez backhands it forward. Nobody there but Connor Cranenberg. Cranenberg bumps into Jackson Jasper. Jasper takes the puck away. Kept in down there by Grady Harrell down low. Behind the net, Harrell has it. Harrell going this way and that on Jasper. Centering feed shot goes wide off the stick of Stocky, who was looking for number 2. Opportunity here. Kept in by Ruse at the point. Backhands it wide of the near post. Sticked away from Harrell. And Team White just throws it out to center ice. Gives their team a chance to change. Stocky back to Ruse. Ruse gets it back. Puts it forward. De Leon being hounded by CJ Porter down there. Porter and De Leon battle. Another white jersey comes in. That's Lawback. Down below the red line, William Steckel. De Leon tries to tip it forward. He can't. That would have sent his team away on a potential 3-on-1. Working hard. Noah Gully and a penalty called here. Is that going to go on Lawback for the hold? I believe it is.
Like it.
Nate Lawback going to go for the hold there on Noah Gully. And that was at some point you got to let go. The two of them were fighting for it, but at some point you got to let go. And Lawback didn't let go, and he's going to go to the box.
We've already seen a couple power play conversions here for the Black team, or one, I should say, on 3 opportunities, but they were still able to find the back of the net. We'll see how this opportunity goes here. They got 2 minutes to work with.
2 minutes to work with and a 2-goal lead. Edwards just walks in, hits the stick of Bailey. Tries to keep it in. Bailey almost off to the races on that one. Gets away from Tommy Peter, who gets another opportunity here. Peter over to Edwards down in front of us. At the 5-man Thunder power play here. Edwards with the shot. He's going to go wide, but blockered into the corner. Edwards gets it back, puts the shot in, and the save is made by Hayden Rabe.
Yeah, you mentioned they had the whole unit out there together. We're going to get a whole group of Mammoths hopping over the boards here with the, looks like just 3 Mammoths after all.
Now we got 3 Mammoths along with Connor Cranenberg and Dylan Derrickson of the Bloomington Thunder. Haggerty, Reeder, and I can't see who the third player is. He's got to turn around for me. It's after the CU. Attempted pass back to the point. Gets it over to Ryder here on the second attempt. Tries the shot blocked by Bailey. He's doing it offensively and defensively. That's It's good positioning on the PK.
I was thinking the same thing. That's 2 blocks on this PK.
Tipped away, and Snow able to bang it out to center ice. Nice aggressive forecheck by Snow. Here comes Bailey, drops the puck down in front. Bailey walks in, shot, save made by Lau. So we talk about feeling rubber when you get out there. That's not what you want to see as your first shot, a breakaway. Here's an opportunity by Cranenberg up and over the net. A pair of 20s doing some work together. Garrett Haggerty and Cranenberg as the official takes a tumble.
Yeah, not just a breakaway, but one from Bailey, might we add.
Right. That was really smartly done by Bailey. Flipped it up into his hand, knocked it down, and just walked right in with it.
Another key block there, got it on out.
He got it out to the neutral zone. So yeah, offensively and defensively, number 53 in white, Lucas Bailey's been really, really good for this team white here tonight. Roos. Shot in, hits a body, goes wide off the stick of Grady Harrell. It's Jordan Stocky who has one of the 3 goals. Stocky down behind the net now. It's to Harrell. Harrell cross ice. One-timer, shot, save made.
Good zone time here.
Yeah, Clark with the puck now. Shot hits a body. And another breakaway opportunity. This is Manini. Manini walks in all alone. Manini in. Shot and another breakaway save by Evan Lau. So he's faced 2 shots here in the third period. A breakaway by number 53, Lucas Bailey, and a breakaway by Johnny Manini, and he was able to stop them both.
Yeah, 2 of the most dangerous threats on Team White, and he was able to close up the wickets there as Manini trying to go 5-hole.
Flipped into center ice, and the power play is up, so it's 3-1 Team Black. Harrell has it. Stops at the near faceoff dot, centering feed, shot in, Stocky, save made by Rabe. Puck comes around the near side, Hicks. Harrell up top, shot in from the point, finds a home, goes up on top of the net. It's sitting on top of the net, and the whistle will blow. You don't see that very often.
No, very unorthodox there. I mean, it was a good shot, too, just deflected up high. I mean, Team Black, they're feeling it all of a sudden. They've had quite a bit of zone time in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, they really are. They've played some of their best hockey of the game here in the third, as they've really controlled the pace of play here over the first 5.5 minutes or so. Face-off, because of who shot the puck, the face-off will come in the outside the Team White zone. It's won by Team Black, though. Hicks just walks forward with it down deep. Hicks centering feed. That bounced over the stick of Noah Gully. Back to the point. Gully has it. It's Cranenberg. Cranenberg centering feed for Edwards. Save made. Behind the net. Gully. Back to the point. Peter able to keep it in. Cleared up to the far half boards by Circus, but kept in by Peter. Peter down low now to Gully. Gully centering feed, shot, save made off the stick of Edwards by Rabe. That was a tough save. Circus down low now, misplays it. Another centering feed by Gully. Team White not able to get it out. Another shot in, and this time Rabe just dives forward, gloves it down, makes the save, gets a whistle.
Yeah, Rabe catching with that right hand, too. You don't always see that with goaltenders. It's almost like, a lefty in baseball. It's the complete opposite. And, yeah, nice glove save there. He's being tested a lot as he's trying to keep his mates in front.
Yeah, shots on goal are now 29-19 in favor of Team Black, and that feels right as they've been sort of pouring on the offense here in the third period. Puck comes around to the near side. That's Laback. Slings it around back the other way. Collision there between Schuth and Derrickson. Centering feed bounces away, and we're going to have another potential breakaway here. Here comes Gabe Latowski, who is the goal scorer for Team White. Not this time, though. Good back check by Team Black as Derrickson just pitchforks it out of the zone. Latowski again. Throws it forward. Puck sitting right at the blue line. Latowski again will try the far side. It's across the blue line this time. Stick handles through the crease. Nobody there. Shot in. Deflected wide behind the net. Latowski once more. Latowski over to Laback. Laback back to the point. Schkapp with the shot. Nice kick save with the left pad. Kick that into the corner. by Evan Lau.
And see if Shop could have elevated a little bit more in that. He had a lot of room to that far side. Look out here.
Puck gets away from Schuth a little bit, but they're able to recover De Leon across the blue line. Walking in is Laubach into the crease. Comes away for Team Black. Haggerty hammers it off of a body at the blue line as his team goes to change. Miscommunication there, and Team Black able to take advantage of it by retaking possession. This is Cooper Ruse for the South Bend Irish. Plays it forward to Stocky, who has one of the 3 goals. The last of the 3 goals, actually. Team Black trying to keep it in. They do for the moment, and Snow's able to get it out to center ice. On the stick now of Bailey, who just tips it forward, goes and chases. He and Cranenberg, a very physical battle along those boards. Pass gets underneath, and Team White. Jabik will play it into the offensive zone for Team White. 6.5 left to go here in the third period. 3-1. Out to center ice. Back to Jabik. Played forward. Bailey looking to center it, but it hits a skate. Jabik again. Puck is up on edge. Bailey flips it over to Manini. Manini tries to one-hand it to himself. Gets it back over on the far side. Excuse me, that's Snow. Ken Snow over there. Knocked away from him. Haggerty gets caught up in the snow right in front of the bench. Snow's able to get it out, and it's cleared in deep by Edwards. Team White just flips it high in the air. Snow tries to walk through with it onto the stick of Manini, and they're going to say that was offsides. That was really close. It was really close, and that was a potential 2-on-1 for Manini and Snow.
Yeah, it was. Get a look towards the rafters when that whistle goes. It happens. As you said, it was close, but just a tad offside. So we're going to have the face-off here coming right in front of us.
Yep, we're under 6, 3-1, Team Black with the lead. Tomcho walks across the line with it. Semko loses it. Team Black not able to get it out, and then they do on the second attempt. Here comes Haggerty, 1-on-1. Haggerty walks through. Nice defense there by Brody Circus to just take it away. Up ahead looking for Semko or Tomcho. Misses them both. Thrown into center ice where Rodriguez will take it. Rodriguez with the nifty self-pass. Walks in top of the far faceoff dot. Down low, bad angle shot off the side of the net. And it's covered up by Evan Lau.
Hey, not a bad idea, because at the end of the day, you get an offensive zone face-off here. Could create something off the draw. So, like you say, that doesn't hurt to throw anything towards the net.
Yeah, there's no to me, there's no such thing as a bad shot.
Right.
There really isn't. You know, you never know when it's going to hit a skate or it's going to hit a body part, or, you know, like we saw in that last game, you know, a shot from the neutral zone beat a goalie. So you never know when that goalie's going to whiff or he's gonna miss something. Exactly. As there's a heavy collision in that far corner. Team Black thrown through the slot, looking for Cranenberg, not able to connect. And Team White will come out with it. Rodriguez with some speed. It's around a couple of dark jerseys, goes down to a knee, gets back up, puts it into the corner. But Kean Ryder is there. Rodriguez gets it back over to the far side. Shot off the right pad of Lau into the near corner. Rodriguez knocked down hard, and he is down. He got walked into by, I believe, Connor Cranenberg. That's number 95, Andrew Rodriguez. No, excuse me, that's not Rodriguez. That is 65. That is Tressel Tomcho. And I like what I saw from Andrew Rodriguez there. He just sort of pulled him up from the back of his jersey and lifted him straight up. See if there's going to be a penalty called here on Team Black, as Tressel Tomcho is ailing getting over there to the bench, but you see from his teammate Andrew Rodriguez helping him over there. No penalty called, so just a hard hit, I guess. That's Kean Ryder. Over to Derrickson, Dylan Derrickson of the Bloomington Thunder. Turned around and cleared back in by Jaden De Leon. Ryder has it again. Just launches it forward, not able to get it out. Gabe Letowski down low. Letowski has the only goal of the game for Team White. Has the puck now in that far corner. Centering feed, but good defense there by Cranenberg. Connor Cranenberg now out to center ice with it. Cranenberg across the blue line, fires the wrist shot, save made by Rabe. And Noah Scap now behind his own net, comes out with it. He's into center ice. Banged into by Cranenberg. Team Black walks across center ice now. It's Derrickson across the blue line. Derrickson. Excuse me, that's Clark. That's Fritz Clark over to the far side. CJ Porter has the puck, battling with Matt Schuth. And it's taken away by Letowski. 1-on-2 here as De Leon can't get through Ruse. Stuckey has it for Team Black. Stuckey of the South Bend Irish, one of the goal scorers here, knocked away from him by Letowski. Letowski up ahead to Manini. Manini not able to field that pass. And here comes Fritz Clark the other way. Stops at the blue line. Knocked away up to Bailey. Here comes Manini. Manini with Snow. Manini in a huge collision. Shot in by Snow. And the save is made by Lau. So that could have been very dangerous for Team Black as their two defenders ran into each other. And Lau was able to come up big and make the save.
Yeah, that was dangerous out front. I mean, it was just kind of being unaware of where you were for just a split second in time. And the next thing you know, you're head over heels. But I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're all right.
And that's what happens in games like this where players don't always play together, so they don't know necessarily where that other player is going to be on the ice.
Absolutely.
And get some stuff like that. Shot from the point by Jabik is handled by Lau.
I thought Lau's been excellent here in this third period. Keep talking about goaltending.
Absolutely has, as that shot is chipped through the crease over to the near side. Down to 2:22 left to go in a rapidly moving third period. Back at the point, that's Jabik again, just dumps it in deep. Snow has it, centers it to Manini through the crease. And Noah Gully now just flips it forward. Kept in at the point. Here comes Bailey, Lucas Bailey over to Snow. Snow down deep, backhand off a skate and behind the net. Banged up off the boards, kept in over there by Jasper. Jasper down low. Manini going for it, but it's going to be played by Gully. Gully up into the netting, and we'll have a whistle.
Yeah, good zone time here for the Timberwolves skaters for Team White, as Bailey had a nice play set up for the skater. Let's see 53 on the Timberwolves. Again, my numbers
That's
are cut
Lucas
off.
Bailey.
So
it's always if
line,
you're unsure, it's probably Lucas Bailey,
right,
given what we've seen here this evening.
And 56 on the other hand would be, I believe,
Ken Snow. That's Ken Snow. Yeah, Ken Snow.
Looks like he just got it a little bit too deep there on that backhand.
Yeah,
side,
that's a great point. Yeah, that he absolutely did. It was a nice feed from Bailey, and Ken just found himself. I mean, it was good defense by Team Black, sort of forcing that to happen.
Right.
But yeah, he just found himself a little too deep to make anything really, really difficult happen for Team Black. Stuckey with the puck. Gets it on the backhand over to Clark. Clark out to center ice. The empty net down here for Team White as they trail 3-1 with a minute 15 left. Man advantage. We saw 6 skaters out there in the last game, but both teams were 6 skaters. Tomcho across the blue line. Tomcho takes it wide, puts it through the blue paint, out the other side. Rodriguez has it over there, and the Black team will take it out. They throw it the length of the ice, and that will be an icing. 55.5 seconds left, 3-1, Team Black with the lead, and it looks like Team Black is going to break their streak here in at least on this North rink, as Team White had won the first 2 games of the evening. Team Black looks like they're going to finish things off here over Team White in this 14U Bantam matchup.
Did you just do the announcers drinks, or are we going to see like 3 overtime periods all of a sudden?
We might, and we just saw a 3 overtime game, and that was a blast. I mean, that was
awesome.
The fans were in it. I mean, it was a whole lot of fun. Back at the point, Team White keeps it in near half boards below the net. In the crease area, shot save made by Lau. And again, Evan Lau has been fantastic here in the third period for Team Black. 2 breakaways. First 2 shots he saved in this third period were breakaways by Manini and Bailey.
Yeah, he's been fantastic for the Mammoth and the rest of the Dark team.
Flipped forward, Manini going for it with Roos. Cooper Roos has it. Manini takes it away from him with 14 seconds. Manini back to the point. Manini gets it back behind the net. It's banged into the back glass. Manini comes out the other side, but they're going to run out of time here, and Team Black is going to take this Bantam 14U matchup by the final score of 3-1. And what was the lowest scoring game that we did here on the North Rink? Still don't know what the scores of the game on the South Rink were, but this was a fun one. So 4:27 into the first period. CJ Porter would get the Team Black on the board. Then with 37 seconds left, the only goal of the game scored in that first period, Gabe Latowski on the power play. Second period, a couple of Team Black goals. Garrett Haggerty and Jordan Stocky for the South Bend Irish would complete the scoring. So that's going to do it here from the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills, Illinois. That is 5 NIHL All-Star Game matchups here on the NIHL TV network, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. I want to thank my partner, Jarek Rubel. I want to thank Eric Willowite, who was over on Wink the South Rink doing the 16 and 18 games all by his lonesome tonight. I want to thank Ruben Medina for putting this together for us. And I want to thank all of you for watching and tuning in to us here with this NIHL Game of the Week. Keep an eye on the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for updates of our next broadcast here on the NIHL Game of the Week. So we're done. Let's have a great rest of your Monday night, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.